A janitor at the Roessleville Elementary School in South Colonie is being called a hero after saving a first grader's life last week. The little girl was choking on her lunch when Steve O'Connor rushed to her rescue. Jennifer Lukey has the story tonight.
All right, kiddo.
Mr. Steve, as the kids call him around here, was in the right place at the right time a week ago.
I'm in here dumping the trash, and I always check on the kids, make sure if they need a milk opened or a straw opened or something like that. And then I noticed the girl jump up and grab her throat. Her face was bright red.
He immediately jumped into action.
So I went running over there. I asked her if she was choking. She shook her head. So I ended up patting her on the back 3 times, see if she was okay. And then she started turning blue, and I noticed that she wasn't doing good. So I ripped her up out of the table, turned her around, gave her the Heimlich twice. The nacho chip ended up coming out. She started gasping for air and started crying, so I knew she was okay.
By the time she was me, her color was good, her lungs were clear. She was totally calm about the whole thing, and then she happens to say, "Look, Mrs. DeVaney, I also lost my tooth." So it was quite an event.
Quite the event that could have had a much different outcome for the little first grader.
We get the training here once a year, every year, on CPR, the AED machine. And as soon as I seen the girl, training just took right over. I wasn't even thinking. It was a split-second decision. Just go and help her out and do what I can do.
What he did may have very well saved that little girl's life. And this isn't the first time a janitor at this elementary school has saved the day. In 2001, Doug Hutton was working the night shift when he heard people screaming in the gym during a men's basketball league. He used an AED to revive a player.
The guy was flatlined. He zapped him. He flopped around and brought him back. Actually got a pulse. EMTs came in right after that and said he did a great job.
Seems to be a sentiment Mr. Steve is hearing a lot about himself lately, too.
Absolutely. He is a lifesaver.
People are calling me a hero, but it's nothing that any father wouldn't do. You know what I mean? I consider all these kids are all my kids, you know what I mean? So I'm always looking out for them.
A comfort for parents and these little ones, not only at lunchtime.
No more nachos, yeah, definitely not.
In Colonie, Jennifer Lukey, CBS 6 News.
And still on that nacho theme, the school nurse says in her tenure there's only been one other choking incident, and that student too was eating nachos. So the district says it's considering removing nachos from the menu.